Hello everyone, welcome to my first ever YouTube channel. My name is Shanti, or Schneggy, whatever you prefer to call me. With this channel I want to show my creative and hopefully interesting projects, whether it's sewing, crocheting, writing my novel. I want to share my love for reading, for books, and I hope that I can inspire someone to finish a project, start a new project, read a book, and share it with the world as well. So, as my first ever YouTube video, I really wanted to show something that I love. And I'm a sucker for thrillers and crime fiction, murder mysteries, anything that's gripping. It will get me hooked pretty much. And the last 5 books or so that I've read were all by Holly Jackson. I've read the entire A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series, as well as the prequel Killjoy, and now the only book that's left for me to read in a whole bibliography is Not Quite Dead Yet, her new novel, which she published in, I think it was July this year. So yeah, just looks like this. I'm really hyped. I did watch some interviews of hers, and obviously I read the blurb. Obviously I read the blurb. So in this novel we follow Jet, who hasn't really achieved anything in her life yet. But she's only in her late 20s and she has plenty of time to get things done, to find her passion, what she wants to do with her life. Until one night, or one evening, she gets attacked. And because of a medical anomaly, she gets 1 week before an aneurysm will basically kill her. And she chooses to actually do something with the time she has left, and she wants to solve her own murder. And now it's up to us to figure out who's the murderer. Does she finish the task? Will she actually succeed in something in her life and finish something? So I'm quite excited to read that. So I've been working quite a lot these last couple of weeks. I haven't been able to get out and into nature really. I picked the ebook of Not Quite Dead Yet, so I could always carry it with me and read it on the go, which came in handy. I decided to go to a nice nearby park and lay down on some comfy fluffy grass. There were butterflies and insects all around me, and even a little spider. The sun felt really nice and warm on your skin. At some point, even a little doggo came and said hi. I got a couple of chapters out of the way and the book really started to pick up its pace at this point, and I was hooked. Sorry about this ending up not really being a proper reading vlog. I finished the rest of the book at home in my reading chair. I did light some candles for ambience, which was kind of fitting because Billy, bless him, such an amicable character, also likes the Santa candles. I chose a sweet vanilla one. Finished the book last night. was really good. I really liked it. I didn't expect anything else, to be honest. I loved all of her other works. Some were better, some were a bit worse. That's normal. Not every single book can be a masterpiece, so to say, but this one was really good. I would rate it 4.5 out of 5 stars. And yeah, I really love how Holly Jackson writes the characters. She manages to capture their human essence so well that her characters aren't flawless. They're not perfect. They have their own quirks and icks, and she just manages to capture realistic humans, realistic teenagers in every single one of her books, and this one as well. This was her first adult murder mystery novel, but I think they were as good as her young adult novels as well. I really loved Jed. I didn't like her always. She can be quite an asshole sometimes, but that's exactly what I want to read about, I guess, when I read Holly Jackson's books. Characters that are flawed, that have not so desirable personality traits sometimes. It's amazing to read, and also not just the main characters, also side characters. They're really complex and interesting. I love Billy. He was such a cute and heartwarming character, really. It broke my heart sometimes because he didn't deserve at all the shit that he had to go through, and it was really emotional at times. Also other characters and the way they interact. Jed's family is incredibly complicated. We have this mother who tries to control Jed, the father that can't seem to take sides and always just wants to create peace. But in a way, he's not always able to create really a fair environment for everyone. Then there's Luke. From the beginning, it's very clear that they don't have such an easygoing relationship as some other siblings might have. There are problems and underlying issues that we really don't get to know about why they behave in that way until much later in the story. That's such a nice tension. It's so interesting. I just loved it. The plot itself, it was gripping, it was fast, it was emotional at times. It was well structured, I believe. Holly Jackson placed many red herrings, and although it was fun to kind of go along with it, and the reader does notice where she wants to take you, I even knew from the beginning that it was just too easy. Way too easy. Holly Jackson herself said that if you didn't have trust issues before reading this book, you will have afterwards, and I completely agree. Yeah, overall, just an amazing book. I would definitely recommend it to everyone. Well written, gripping, interesting scenario. It's really good. That's all from me for now. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope we see each other in the next video.